Hello, now we have yet another special guest at the DH Cup. The TruAlt Bioenergy DH Cup 2023 is rolling, and we have here with us Gautham Machaiah, a political commentator, writer, journalist, thinker, and what else there can be. Gautham, a very, very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Manu.
Now, I know that while politics is your favorite subject, let's talk more about sports today. Gautham, you've been seeing the DH Cup, which has been unfolding over the last few days. The standard is very high this year. Do you believe it's time that the government takes a closer look at the kind of push they're giving sports, especially corporate sports?
First, Manu, congratulations on organizing such a wonderful event. And I wish many more corporates organize such events. Yes, the government should get into sports in a much bigger way. In fact, as you are aware, there is a change of law a couple of years ago where they made it mandatory for all companies to spend 2%, at least for a set of companies to spend about 2% of their profits on CSR activities. So there can be an amendment to that law mandating companies to spend on sports, on education. You know, there are the talent in this country, the talent pool in this country is enormous. And it's high time that they got an opportunity and adequate training.
No, that's a good thought. Now, coming to sports infrastructure, Gautham, do you believe that the government should spend a little more and look a little deeper into the kind of infrastructure they put for companies to exploit and develop talent?
Yes, as you are aware, most of the focus is now on cricket and to some extent maybe on football. But there are several other sports, and there's not enough focus on athletics. There are hundreds of people, especially tribals. You have the Siddha community which can be trained. So yes, there is definitely a need to build infrastructure across the country, not just in the major metropolis.
No, that's a very interesting thing you said, that you have so many segments like tribals who are very talented and who are very well built. Would it help to encourage them? Would you find more talent, and especially at the national and at the international level, would India be doing much better if you scout for talent deeper in the heartlands?
Yes, exactly. You know, unfortunately today, there are a lot of extraneous factors. There are a lot of extraneous factors that work in selection in sports, be it cricket or other major sports. Sometimes a lot of influence works, a lot of pull and push works. But yes, the government should go to the rural areas where, people are much more robust when compared to youngsters in urban areas. And yes, they will add to the, to the army of sportsmen in the country.
Now, strangely, talking about government and governance, we have never seen sports as an electoral issue at all, have we?
I don't think it'll ever be an electoral issue because elections are fought on completely different issues. And in India, the kind of money power that's required, what role caste plays in election. So sports, I don't think will ever be an issue.
Well, now coming to this aspect of doing well at the international level, the country doing well at the international level, we have seen, you spoke about cricket getting all the attention. In the last Olympics, we saw India do far better than previously, especially with the gold medals. So going forward, how can we increase the talent as well as the medals tally at the international forum?
See, one is with a population of more than 1 billion. What we have achieved is zero. We have smaller countries which have achieved much, much more than us. Why? Because they know how to scout for talent. They know how to train their athletes. They know how to create infrastructure. The moment we do these kind of things, like scouting for talent at the rural level, creating infrastructure and encouraging them, I'm sure even we can win much more medals than other countries.
Finally, Gautham, we keep talking about collaborations with the private sector. Public-private partnership seems to be the mantra, especially in infrastructure development. Suppose we apply the same formula in sports. If the sports ministry has to collaborate with the private parties, like you have the IPL governing body which looks into cricket, whether it is the Karnataka State Football Association here locally, or at the national level, the different kind of bodies like, say, Tata Sports, for example. Would it help in developing talent as well as infrastructure?
Yes, earlier you've seen Sahara Group adopt hockey. So that way, different corporates can adopt different games. And like I said earlier, CSR spends are now mandated if you have certain amount of profits. So the government said yes, as part of your CSR spend should be on sports or on particular sports, not just cricket, maybe on hockey, on football and other sports. And unless corporates get involved more actively, the government alone can't do everything.
Thank you so much for that insightful chat, Gautam. I'm sure that this will go viral and corporates as well as the governments will take note. We look forward to more push from the government as well as corporates for sports. Thank you so much.